Hey yo, time for more controversy. Guys, we're gonna try rapid fire keyboards today. I received a message today. There are a growing number of players in the ICE community that are using something called rapid trigger. What this is a feature on some top line keyboards where the key presses function a little bit differently than a regular keyboard. A normal mechanical keyboard will have a key. Blue is the key. When you apply 2 millimeters of downforce, you hit the threshold for this key to be activated. And then for this key to be unactivated, you would again have to lift it another 2 millimeters. You have to lift it back to its default resting position. And then this key will unactivate. Some other keyboards have settings you can bind. These numbers, you can have them as this, but you could also have 0.1 millimeter down press and up. You can even have it so that it activates at 2 millimeters, but you only need to lift it 0.1 millimeters and it will disactivate the key. You might ask, how is this useful? There is one purpose, and that is to brake, specifically on ice. Also for things like speed slides, you initiate with a brake tap. Because what this essentially means, this is a very common scenario on ice, is you have to do tiny brake taps to steer the car. Sometimes you might miss one because you have to press down 2 millimeters. Sometimes you might press down 2 millimeters, but then hold it for too long. And this is going to give you way more precise steering. This is the analog keyboard software. I use left shift as my brake key. In this keyboard, you can set the actuation point for all the keys, which means, you know, how far do you have to push it down before it activates. You can also set it per key. So now I can select, for example, my brake key, and I can put it all the way down to 0.1 millimeters. Even the slightest touch, I will press brake. Then I can also set rapid trigger. If I press this key down 4 millimeters, like I make a huge blunder and I press this key all the way down. If I start lifting it just 0.15 millimeters, it stops. That's the huge difference. Does this make sense? I was thinking, if you want to test your skill at brake taps, then you should play an ice map where you continuously have to extend the ice slide. So a common problem on ice, you have these long ice slides, right? So here you have to tap brake to keep steering. Because brake is the steering key.
On the splits. In the warm-up.
But then, what happened right here? Look. Very important. Look at the inputs bottom left. I'm doing these tiny brake taps, but I tap brake too much. So right here, I try to do these small brake taps. This is a big brake tap. This is a big brake tap, and now my car is way too angled for the turn. I have to release. This is the only way to save this. But this is because I wasn't comfortable with doing these small brake taps. So here I have to release to straighten out again. And this is slow. On ice maps where you have to do these long ice slides, it's very important to never over tap brake. So I predict I could PB on this map, and I predict I will have way more control. Can you actually feel the difference gameplay wise? That's what I suspect that you can, yeah. Oh my god. Look. Bum 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 bum. You can do so many tiny taps. The key always activates and it insta stops. I have a better map. This cup of the day, my record is on regular keyboard, okay? My 3935 is on regular keyboard taps. Nothing fancy. And this one has really long ice slides like this one. Like super long. Where it's very important to have an exact angle, right? Tiny adjustments. Now, what the guy that told me that the ice people are doing this, some people in the ice community are already playing like this. He also told me that some people are playing on mouse. Some ice players have switched to clicking on their mouse button to do brake taps because it leads to more accurate brake taps. Because the actuation point is way more clear with the click, and it's a shorter travel time. And I think the thing that you will find is like, materially, this is not going to gain time. It's not a free time save. But consistency-wise, and like the difficulty level of playing ice this way versus regular keyboard is probably lower. It's probably easier to get a good time, but not necessarily that your times will be faster, is my thesis. This seems more fair than rapid fire on controller, but it seems like you enjoy steering the pot lately, LOL. This is more just like, when would you talk about this? Should I wait another year and then people go like, not again, oh my god? Or should we talk about it when, like, if we're on the note of clearing up like what you can do with input devices? Is it better to talk about it when it's already an ongoing conversation? It's not that I enjoy steering the pot, but I just think, you know, let's get everything into the open. People are already doing this and not talking about it. Now I am talking about it to bring it to light. You can do this with this keyboard and probably other ones. You know? I think it's good to talk about what you can do with input devices, and specifically what people are doing to try to get an advantage in the game. Actually, no, let's do next map. Specifically because I don't think I'm good enough at this map in general. There's a map in the Scars or Ice Training campaign where all you do is you press brake. Dude. Yeah, it's one long ice slide and all you do is press brake. So your control on this map just depends on brake taps. You should be able to do one continuous ice slide. And I think a good way to compare this, control-wise, let's set left shift to 2mm brake taps and turn off rapid trigger. This is how a regular keyboard functions. You press brake 2mm to activate it, and it has to let go 2mm to stop doing that movement. So now I'm doing regular brake taps. And we'll see how this feels. I already think I overpressed there. So far, pretty good. Oh, here I overpressed. Oh. Okay, I got a 20.9. That's still auto time. The meta just changed. This is a good one. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. For regular brake taps, I'm gonna set this key to activate when I press it 0.1mm in and lift at 0.1mm lifted. So now I should be able to get way smaller adjustments. Getting banned live? Why is your natural inclination that this is not allowed? What is in the brain that's telling you like this is not allowed? Because I read their statement, and this is device calibration and enhancement. Like, it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong about this. Dude, my brake taps are insane. Look at all these tiny adjustments. Tip tap, tip tap. Do you see, like, anytime the car kind of stutters, that's a small brake tap. And I can just hold this, like, really nice line. And then just a small one, and then tap, tap, tap. I don't know, I'm convinced that this is easier. I think let's turn our attention to something else now. We've been playing this map a lot. Guys, we're gonna go to Spring 2020 101. This is a map with speed slides. More specifically, S4D, where you press brake to initiate a speed slide. This is my PB from 2021. And here I tap brake on my keyboard with a regular brake tap. Boom. But this was not a good brake tap. Because the thing is, you could actually see the car light up.
This guy,
and you can see it on the overlay here. A really big flash of pink. Which means I held brake for probably 4 or 5 hundredths of a second.
Dude.
Car goes wrong.
And you really want a brake tap that is 1/100th of a second or 10 milliseconds. Yeah, that's a big brake tap. I don't know how much, but it was a big one. And the speed slide I think was okay.
This guy's Sigma.
A little bit thin, but still pretty good.
I love rapid triggering all over my ice maps. Anyways, if Tigu is top 20, where would you place Catman?
I don't know. Top 20. So now I'm doing with oh my god, almost. First try. Yeah. I'm doing it with the actuation point set that so I can do, like, look. I'm braking right now. Several times. You can... Let me try to do a very short one, and you shouldn't even see the wheel slide up that much. You can only see the white at the back, but it's like 1 MS brake taps. It's a bit hard to do when I'm steering, but super short brake taps, and they're easier to get. They'll be getting a mail soon. I actually don't think I will. Uh-oh. Equal? Oh, PB. And although my PB is not really good, I played this map a lot. Like, I played it in ranked, I played it a bit in campaign, you know. Like, my time is already quite up there. Like, if we now look at this, let's just see if we can see a difference in the brake tap length. So 0.1, it's gonna... Maybe it's almost the same here. I did brake tap earlier, though. Maybe this wasn't that much shorter. Maybe my editor can calculate how much this was. Reverse tire smoke looks insane, yeah. Am I gonna crash the finish? Oh, this was fast! That was a .14, I think. Not again. Yes! Okay. PB. But that's the thing, Counter, I'm not looking too much at results. I don't want this to be like, oh, if I PB, then the keyboard's good for this. If I don't, then it's bad. You know? That's... Because it's kind of hard to measure. I think it's more about the feeling that I have. Do I feel like this helps me or not? It's your first ever Trackmania map, you started the season. This is around when Trackmania really started popping off on socials, YouTube and Twitch and stuff. So it makes sense. No one questions the use of rapid trigger. Already this stream, David, several people have come in questioning the use of this. Ooh. You were saying earlier that like no one's gonna question this, no one thinks this is cheating. These people come in and you just said that no one questions it. Who are the people? It's barely been talked about. I'm gonna miss, but this will be PB again. No! Oh, this is so fast. What's my aim? This was like a 2112. And that I can understand. Small PB, but no, equal. Or small PB. Hey, there's race stock. PB! I think. It's an official campaign map from 2021. And this is the season that they started like doing a lot of remakes in. Oh, huge. 0.14? 0.15. So already I've improved my PB by like 400ths. And I could probably keep going. But I'm, you know, I think it's helping with the brake taps. Explain a brake tap for those who might not know. You tap the brake button. But if you don't know what a brake tap is, then I'm sorry to say, but your opinion in this discussion is probably not that valuable. Useless viewer? No, I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying yes. But just that, you know. Guess I'll shut up.